Welcome everyone to WPEureka.com. In this lesson, we'll be discussing how to create an FTP user account. Now, FTP is what you're going to use to upload and download files and images to your web hosting server. It's very easy to create an FTP account. These credentials will be needed for your FTP software. I use FileZilla, and I'm going to assume you've already downloaded FileZilla and the WordPress system. If not, this is the time to do so. It was already covered in a previous lesson, so let's get to creating an FTP user. Now I'm logged into my cPanel at oneandone.com, and I'm going to click on Access an FTP Account. Now, you will want to make sure that your FTP user account has a very strong password. You don't want a hacker to hack into your system and start deleting files, adding his own scams, and abusing your system. As you can see, I've had some examples here for you where it says this was stopped and changed by the abuse department at One-and-One. So One-and-One is really good about assisting you in this matter, but you will want to make sure that you have a strict password policy. I recommend you change your password every 90 days and always have upper cases, special characters, numbers, and everything under the sun. You will want to make it complex, minimum of 10 characters. You will also want to make sure it has nothing to do with your birthdays, your pet's name, your children's name or birth dates, and you will want to make sure this is complex. So this is detrimental to the life of your website. Many web hosting providers will not host you if you continuously get hacked because of your lack of care when it comes to passwords. So let's go ahead and create the new user now. This is simple. All we're going to do is click New User, and you'll type in the name that you want to use for this FTP account. Now, with One-and-One, it will always have this prefix. I recommend that each FTP account has a purpose. So this FTP account is going to be for the Pink Energy domain, so I'm going to make sure that it's simply going to utilize and access only this folder. Okay, so the password, we're going to make sure that it's very strong, and there we go. And I'm not going to click cancel because I've already done this. I'm sorry, I'm not going to click save because I've already created a user for FTP access, and I'm going to assume that you are following along and created one as well. And now what we're going to do is pull up FileZilla and show you how to use FileZilla with your credentials in order to access your website. Now I'm opening up FileZilla, and this is FileZilla. Welcome to FileZilla. Now your host name is simply going to be your website's name. So mine is Pink Energy, so I would put pinkenergy.org here. Your username is going to be that U155, whatever the case was, and of course your password, and don't put anything for port, and then hit connect. Now I have a couple things here that I use, so it's going to automatically take me to the root of my server where I have several websites stored and hosted. I named a folder called Pink Bracelets, which I'm going to be utilizing for the pinkenergy.org website. So I'm going to double click here, and as you can see, I've already uploaded the files and folders from the WordPress download that I am assuming once again you download already because you are at the next stage of the video series. So basically what you're going to see in any situation that you're using FileZilla is that the left hand side is your computer's directories, so your folders, your images, whatever the case is, and you can access literally anything and upload it. So be careful. You see here I'm on the downloads folder. I have access to document, desktops, and the different things that you could upload. Now I want you to be careful. You don't want to upload anything that has sensitive information. So earlier in this video sequence, I had you create a WP config, and I told you to remove the -sample.php, and you want to make sure it says wp-config.php only. Remove that dash and sample, otherwise this will not be an effective WordPress install. So go ahead, and what you want to do is select all these files, right click and hit upload, and it will be something like 1,000 something files and folders uploaded, and you'll see what I see currently on my right hand side. Now you can change the WP config name here or here, doesn't really matter. As you can see, I've already changed it, and once you have done so, you will be ready now to start setting up your WordPress system. Now look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we will actually go through setting up the install file for WordPress and get you going.